The breaking news is that it looks like there is a deal. We are waiting for it to be officially announced. You can see everybody is getting in place. After the deal comes out, we will get a press conference from the Secretary General and the UAE. Let's do a little math, shall we? I know it's early. I know it sounds boring, but this is important, and there's a lot of confusion out there about what we are likely to see. Let's clear it up right now. Here we go. OPEC is likely, according to our sources and others, to announce a headline production increase of 1 million barrels per day. There you go. But here's the thing. 14 OPEC nations plus 10 other nations like Mexico, Russia, and Oman are in the current production cut deal. In other words, 24, there are 24 countries currently involved. They are agreeing to raise output by 1 million barrels. However, not all of those 24 countries can raise their output. Iran, Venezuela, Mexico, they're likely pumping as much oil as they can. So what we're going to get is a real or a net increase of somewhere around 600,000 barrels per day, as we have reported for the last day or so, and the UAE basically confirmed on Worldwide Exchange this morning. So the headline number, guys, should be about 1 million, but because it's like the cupcake analogy I gave you earlier, everybody can't produce more oil, so we'll probably get a net new number of 600,000 barrels a day coming onto the market. Here's what you care about. Is 600,000 barrels a day in a month or two going to be enough to reduce prices like President Trump wants? Many think not, because China's demand is growing, India's demand is growing, our demand is growing, and so that may not be enough to send prices down. Was that sort of clear?
Yeah. There's a lot of players, and they all have their own individual issues, lots of different issues.
Well, you think about it, Joe, you know, you've heard win-win, right? Well, we may get a win-win-win. Here's why. Saudi Arabia wants to pump, President Trump wants OPEC to pump more oil. He has said that on Twitter. He's come out and said it, okay? So if they do, President Trump can say, I got OPEC to pump more oil. Saudi Arabia would like to please President Trump and pump more oil, and so if we pump more oil, Saudi Arabia wins. Iran, which has been steadfast in its desire to not agree to an output cut, would not. You know why? Because I want to make it just a little bit more confusing. They're not actually going to agree to an increase in output. They're going to agree to a cut in the current cut. So technically, they will still be under the agreed to deal like Iran wants, but more oil comes out. Iran can say they hold to the deal, Saudi Arabia pumps more oil, and President Trump can claim victory over OPEC. We call that in our business a win-win-win.
So do we look at it in terms of what the oil complex is doing? Do we look at it as a buy on the rumor, sell on the news, or a disappointment for those that wanted higher output?
I think you're asking me to editorialize. I'd say if I had to lean, Joe, I'd say a little bit on the disappointment side. I don't think, based on everybody that we've spoken with here, that given the sanctions coming up in a couple of months, given increase in global demand, 600,000 barrels a day is probably not going to be enough to send prices lower. Remember, if you're in a country like India that prices oil in dollars, you're getting doubly smacked, right? For us, the price of gasoline goes up 25 or 30 cents. It's annoying. It hurts a lot of American pocketbooks, but it's not devastating. To a lot of countries where they rely on currency translation and higher oil prices, they're getting crushed. India, as we heard, putting a lot of pressure on OPEC, saying, guys, we need lower prices. I just don't know if 600,000 barrels is going to do it.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.